1% better every day!
I get addicted. See, but look, I live by the Shipley's on Ella and 16.
Oh, shit!
Ella and 16.
That motherfucker be jumping, boy. That shit like the Carter.
They don't close till like midnight, I think.
Listen, you know how many times a motherfucker damn near got rear-ended? Our motherfuckers just turning on Ella on 16 because the line is just there.
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't even know what they got going on at that one.
Bro, they got crack in them donuts.
It's crack. Yeah, it's crack. I believe so. I believe it's crack in
The
them
one by my
motherfuckers.
T-Lady house be going too. It's off I-10 and like Vivaldi. Like they got a 24-hour Shipley up like that. It just be like
It's jumping.
24 hours?
It's 24 hours.
That's
The
crazy.
one, the one off MLK and 16, 24 hours now.
Bro, I pulled my pistol on this damn homeless dude and the one on I think it's Scott.
Yeah.
Is it Scott in
that's
it's
the one I'm
Belt?
talking about. It's MLK and 16.
MLK
right?
and 16.
Yeah.
So we there like it's like 2 o'clock in the morning. My boy jump out the bushes. He say, bro, he say, I'm here to tell you about the power of the Lord. Bro, I drew down on this motherfucker so quick. He say, oh shit, don't shoot me, young brother. I said, man, get the fuck away from here. He was like, man, I just tried to come to preach to you tonight. I said, man, I almost shot you, man.
Yeah.
Bro, he leaped out the bushes. My nigga say, I'm here to tell you. And his hand say, I'm here to tell you about the power of the Lord. I said, hey, nigga, the fuck? Don't shoot me, young brother. Bro.
Yo,
Didn't fit. Hey, pistol or not, that nigga didn't fit.
Hey, he was protecting.
My nigga say, we gonna keep that whole ride, bro. I'm not getting out of character, nigga. I'm not getting out of character. Pastor got a pistol in his head. I'm not getting out of character, nigga.
Yo.
And he say, oh shit. Like the old shit was him being like, oh. But he was like, oh shit, don't shoot me, young brother. I said, God damn, how about that nigga some donut holes, dog? I brought them all out the window. I said, man, damn
Man, we
on.
need an animated clip of that story right there.
Dog, I was awake for because it was like 2 in the morning. And I'm kind of dog, you know what I mean, man? Man, I'm awake till like 7 in the morning. I'm like, man, I damn near shot this dude in his head, bro.
Yeah.
God damn,
They
dog.
trying to preach about the Lord.
Did it?
About to go send him to him.
You had to start over.
Why?
You turned the truck off.
I didn't turn it
Cut
off.
off.
The thing, it naturally do that, I believe.
I know, but I plugged it into the car.
It's okay. Shit.
Pick it up.
When they pick it up, yeah, it's okay. Cause I ain't gonna lie, bro. I don't fuck with this motherfucker at all. I'm still learning buttons in this whole shit. That's why you like open this. I was like, yeah, shit.
What button is that?
We usually be out there. Oh,
One
bro,
of these.
it's so many buttons. I'm still doing the settings on the seat, nigga. Cause I don't be in this hole for real. So anyway,
What episode is this for real, though?
this episode 12, bro.
We gonna say 12.
It's episode
12, young brother. And if it's 13,
bro, then you're gonna have to accept our apology. Shit, that man, I almost shot that motherfucker right in his face. He bro, and this shit was simultaneous, bro. I pull up to Nick, he jumps right as soon as I come around.
so as they see the lights, he hop out.
Bro.
How would you not think that's an ambush on the cool?
It's 2 a.m.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. How would you not
It's 2
think?
a.m.
Yeah,
bro.
right.
I'm not trying to hear the word, bro.
Right,
Like,
like,
word
really
at 2
thinking, but you have
a.m.
to, the Lord ain't come to you and tell you that ain't a good idea.
Bro, that's what I did when I called him back to give him the donut holes. Like I held on. You know, I had a Family Matters moment where I held a thing. Like, you know what, Edward?
I don't think you should jump out of the bush though,
I
nigga. That's
said,
your car in the
like,
morning on the
you-
south side.
I said, now, I know you old in the motherfucker, so obviously you still alive. Like,
Right.
but,
Still
But
here.
you ain't gonna be there that long.
yo,
though. That's
like,
shit.
come on, bro. I said, don't do that, please,
Yeah.
man. I said, you know
Jumping
what I
out
mean?
of
Take these
bushes.
donut holes. You know what I'm
Don't
saying?
take it,
Enjoy,
bro.
bro. I said, but get the fuck out the bush.
Right.
Get out
Get out the bush in the hood, nigga.
Right. At 2 o'clock
Like,
in the
at 2
morning.
in the morning.
That ain't safe.
Trying to tell niggas about the power of the Lord, man. Not the Lord,
Not
the
at
Oh,
Lord.
the Lord.
Not
You
at
gonna
all.
go see him. Oh, Lord.
Not
That
at
nigga,
2
that
a.m.
fire gonna be hot in your
No,
ass.
don't do that, bro.
2 a.m.
Bro, I was dead on his ass, man. But yeah, bro. So what y'all motherfuckers get into? It's been a second, dog.
Yeah,
like,
it's been like a couple
where it really
weeks.
hasn't, but it feels like it has.
What, like
Yeah.
a week and a half or 2?
Yeah, man.
Shit.
So we had to,
It's been a
I've
minute.
been working, bro. Working.
Yeah.
You know, got the vlog popping off now, so doing the
Yeah, that
weekly
shit
vlog,
going.
trying to, man.
Man, your shit
Like,
look all perfect. Y'all niggas shit look all
accountability.
professional.
I can't even get the words out. The accountability vlog. That's
Yeah,
a
that's a
hard
tongue
ass word for
twister.
me. That's a tongue. But it's good. But it's difficult. It's challenging. But it's good.
Yo.
I mean, I know you've been doing it. I think CJ got.
Nigga, I ain't been doing nothing. I ain't been accountable for shit.
Bro,
Nah,
but you
nah.
know what,
I ain't
though?
been accountable for shit.
You know what, though? But now's a good time to think about it and be like, hey, bro,
Hey.
because to be honest with you, you got to think about it. You do something that's fairly easy to vlog. You work out. Just
Right.
set it up and just work out.
Yep.
This,
Yeah,
my
right.
nigga, this really ain't like, this really isn't for anything except for us to like have something put in place.
Yeah, well,
We got, like, we have to do whatever we trying to do.
Right.
Like, so, yeah.
I mean, I was trying to get my bitches to be in my vlog, so that's what I think I'm gonna do. That's gonna be a part of my accountability. It's like if I'm blowing
Whatever.
off time with my bitches, then
Whatever.
they gotta be trying to produce or something on the podcast. Bitch, you gonna give me some views or something. bitch.
Dude, hey, but and it's up there. Like that's
Yeah.
it. Like that's
Like, come on,
all.
man, I can't
Because
be
I
smart.
turned, like I was telling Millie Mill when I hollered at him when I was coming back into town from NYC. I was like, bro, like people have been emailing me for like a lot of how-to type. Remember how in the beginning how you would comment when I did the first videos on like how to fight multiple people, like all this shit.
Yeah.
That's mostly what people like ask for.
Right.
So I got out like a whole year's worth of like, you know what I'm saying, of content that can drop like just once a week based on like
How to.
a how-to.
Right.
Something short, like, hey, somebody choking you in your car. What how-to?
Right.
Yeah.
All that type of shit. Because that's what I've seen that the audience wants
want
out
that,
of me.
yeah.
You know
Right,
what I'm saying?
thanks, yeah.
And so, so yeah, bro. Like, so that's how I'm going to play mine. Like, and you got your system for how you playing yours.
Yeah.
You may find something else that you know what I'm saying, like that rolls a little bit better.
Yep.
And then the same for you.
Nah,
you know what I'm
nigga,
saying?
I'm trying to find the system. I'm
But
trying
that-
to find it.
But that's why.
system is
But that's
just-
why we talking
Yeah,
because
yeah,
I think
yeah.
you're putting more into it really
Yeah,
than even
you know.
what it is. Because this is honestly like I'm just turning the camera on when I'm going to these spots.
Right.
It's just doing stuff.
Yeah,
to me,
like,
like
that's it.
if I know I need to like focus more on like the candles or focus more on
Mm-hmm.
cold calling for my 9 to 5, or I'm over here flipping stuff and need
Right.
to go to a store and buy some stuff.
Right.
Like it's like, man, if I need to do it, I need to show it.
Right.
So even if it's
That's
like
holding me
mundane
accountable
type
to go out
shit,
and do it.
Yeah. But see, I don't think you do as many mundane things as you think, bro. Like work it. Like you got niggas that just work out and like
Yeah.
people are just fucking with the fact that they just work out. They don't do
yeah.
nothing but work out. So you're a nigga that actually goes to the gym. So since you
Yeah.
go to the gym, I would turn the shit on.
Or
Like,
yours could be like a new exercise that you found
That's what I'm
online
saying.
or something. Like, yo, I found this new exercise. Let me try it out. Such and such.
and then
post
get
it.
the people what it feel like.
Right,
Yeah.
facts.
Cause see, for the ones that we doing, I knew I needed multiple like content that can go for like multiple platforms.
Right.
So like my little girl, so in New York, she was just like, she looked at my TikTok and was like, "What is this?" I was like, "Oh, it's just videos Daddy post." She was like, "But what are you saying?" And they're not funny. Like what the fuck? Entertainment. Like what? But they're TikTok babies, so
Right.
it's just like,
Chopped you up quick.
oh shit!
She
Like
chopped you up quick.
I was like, so what it need to do? She was like, it needs to show somebody something,
Yeah.
or it needs to be funny.
Yeah.
And just walked off, nigga. I'm
Yeah,
like,
yeah. Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah.
and that immediately made me start writing them fucking things out.
Yeah.
Like, bro, I need to write these fucking things out because, like, that's going to be able to go for TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, and the expanded version of it is the
YouTube. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's like, hey, step one, do this. Da-da-da. You know, with TikTok and shit, it's just quick. Like, it'll have step one and it have that shit written up
Yeah,
there.
and had the words.
Right.
Yeah.
You're not talking through it. It's just the words are taking them
And
through
then
the
you do it.
experience, and you do it.
Wow.
So that's why I'm doing it like that.
Nah,
But
you
if I
stop.
wouldn't have thought about the vlog,
Yeah.
I wouldn't have even been led to this.
Right, facts.
So that's why we called it
It's
like
feeding everything.
the accountability
It is.
vlog, because just by having to think about it, you having to get better at your shit.
Right, facts.
Just thinking about
That
it.
makes sense.
So that's why I told you, like, bro, you can do the exercise that you're doing, and one,
Right.
just put it up there, but put all into it, like fully explain it, like everything. I use this weight this time, but I may jump to this weight on the next one. I felt like on the first one, I thought I was gonna be weaker than what I was, or it'd be an exercise. You know how some niggas don't know that shit is harder than what it is. Like they may watch somebody do close grip bench and be like, why they put so little weight on there? Like you ain't never held that in your head.
My wrist and my elbow.
Come on, bro. Like it's a reason it went down from 315 to 185. Like it's a reason. Some people don't know that, and I feel like you may be good to talk to them about it.
Right, thanks.
Plus, that'll work his way into they're already seeing you in that role. So when you roll out the stuff with your products, it fits.
Already got me some credibility.
Absolutely.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like with the skill set magazine thing that I just did. Yeah. I get on the phone right now. I reached out to them on the 16th. I'm driving. I get to the crib. I jump out this thing. I'm like, man, let me tell skill set. I think they doing a great job, bro. And I sent the message to the page. Yeah. Bro.
They got back to you.
Got back to me right away, bro. We love your stuff. I didn't know they were looking at my stuff.
Right.
I'm like, bro, let's go.
The fact you reached out, the connection came.
Bro, let's go.
Yeah.
He was like, man, we got to get you on the podcast. I'm like, bro, say whenever. What we talking about?
Right.
Let's go.
28 work? Yes, sir.
Yeah.
28, we got it, and we listen to it.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying, bro, like, that's putting me in front of an audience that's solidifying me as the person that Shondo that I want to portray.
Give you a resume.
Exactly.
Right.
The credibility is there. Like, this is not just, we're on there talking, and he's like, bro, we got to come train. You got to come out. I'm like, bro, let's go. But this doesn't happen if I don't just do something.
Yeah, you're putting it out there.
He may have just been like, thanks, dude, and that was it.
Yeah.
It was like, bro, we love your stuff. So that did a multitude of things, bro. It built my confidence, because it's like, man, like,
it will assure you to keep doing that now.
Keep doing it. Like, and like, you, like, that's what's up, bro. Like, you fucking with what I'm doing. I'm fucking with what you doing. So that's
how I feel like the Clubhouse app is. Like that, like, because like, it's giving you, to me.
I appreciate y'all.
Man, that's
somebody else that reached out to me about it, and I thought it was some. I didn't know what the fuck was going on, but then he said it. I'm like, hold on.
I've been on the non-stop the whole time, but it's like you really building credibility in real time, right? Because you know the thing about you, like maybe with Instagram and stuff, if your certain pictures or stuff ain't hitting or something like that, people not gonna really say, they ain't gonna really believe you if you ain't got 1 million followers. But on the Clubhouse app, like, you listen to somebody talk. So within 30 seconds, you know if they know what the hell they talking about.
Exactly,
you know what I mean?
Exactly.
Because other people coming in, chiming in with questions and blah, blah, blah. How can I do this and that? And they bow, hit them with information. You're like, oh, shit. So, like, you podcasting right there. So, I'm thinking, like, the podcast game going to be stupid.
And like I was telling Shondo about that, too, with Clubhouse, the great part about it is with Instagram and some of these other apps, it's so image-driven and looks like everything needs to be, like, pretty. Like, Shondo looking in the camera, trying to make sure he look good. You know, you got to make sure. On those apps, you gotta look pretty.
You got to.
Right. On Clubhouse, you just having a conversation.
You gotta know what the fuck you're talking about.
You can be in your pajamas. You can be wherever. You can be taking a shit. But it's all about what you're saying, and people are listening to that.
Exactly.
And being that the app is so new and it isn't clouded with a bunch of people trying to monetize it right now. Yeah. A lot of people that's on there right now, they're simply trying to add as much value as possible, so that obviously probably call it a year from now that they can start monetizing it because they built an audience.
That's how you do
it.
But
right now they're trying to build that audience.
So right now
that's all they're talking about.
I like the organic nature.
Because it's authentic right now.
Bro, I like the organic nature of that motherfucker. But I also like the marketing.
Yeah.
It feels like an exclusive group.
It does.
Yeah.
Like by doing the invite and all that type shit, and hey, you know, if you don't know nobody, you may have to be on the wait. That shit is genius to me.
Yeah, it is.
That shit is, because it make you feel like you in a group. Like, motherfuckers love feeling a part of a group.
And you can filter out trolling and people who bullshit, you know what I'm saying?
But even that, like, we all know that to reach some of the people that we wish we can talk to, the executives, the CEOs of Fortune 500 companies, Fortune 100 companies, like, they're on Clubhouse. And if the way that it's set up, if you know about it, you on the stage, you can literally be having a conversation with Master P, with the CEO or something, like having a conversation that you would otherwise not have that because they have so many different gatekeepers in their life. But that's like, how else would you get in contact with them? Like a DM? Like, now you actually get to have a conversation. Or they may be like, you know what? Hey, shoot me a message. I want to connect with you because of what you said, because of your credibility, because you carried yourself a certain way.
You know what you're doing.
So now you can, man, it's right now.
It's a beautiful
it's a beautiful thing right now.
It's a beautiful. That's called the social networking 2.0.
Bro, it's a
wonderful time to be alive.
Oh my god, dog. Like, it's just like, I mean, with that deal, like I was able to make a I mean, that shit may have taken 5 minutes to make that connect. I'm talking about fully from not having said a word to you at all to something scheduled.
Yeah.
Like set in stone, like already in the phone. Like the 28th at this time we have I'm like, man, let's go, bro.
Yeah.
So that's why this is gonna go into some other shit. Like, it feels like in life, you traveling like on a parallel plane, and I feel like you got the best version of yourself, and then you got mediocre to nothing you.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's small decisions when you have a hunch to make, that if you make them on a consistent basis, bro, you gonna turn into the superstar you really wanted to be.
Yeah.
Straight up, because I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna be on my own nuts, but I felt like the way they were responding to me, I'm like, bro, like you have to have put something out that's fucking organic and that's educating somebody in a certain way for them to respond back to you like that. And I'm like, okay, bro, keep going. Like
confirmation.
Bro, but Birdman rubs hands, nigga. Like, I was just like, yeah, bro, this is, it felt good, bro. So, well, I mean, today, bro, I want to chop it up about, like, the word humble, bro. You know what I'm saying? I want to talk about the word humble. I want to talk about, like, what I think it was used for, like, meant to be used for, you know what I mean? And like, where I think it is now. You know what I'm saying? So, without further ado, that's probably the longest intro, monologue, trilogue, or whatever you've ever had in your life. You feel me?
A trilogue.
A trilogue, you dig?
Trilogue.
And underneath this, I got on army slippers that you can't see, you dig? So, hey, welcome everybody, man, to the 1% Better Everyday Podcast, episode 12 or 13. As you know, we really don't know. You know what I'm saying? You could have been anywhere in the world, but you here with us, baby. It's your boy Shondo Blaze with my man
Melly Mel, Process the Mail. I'm here, episode 12.5. Who knows, like we said, but you know, we about to get into it.
Hey,
but right behind me, we have your boy CJ.
CJ winning. What's the deal? I'm jumping everybody. What's up?
Yeah,
CJ winning. You know how we doing? H-Town rainy day. You know, we doing something different. Mobilize, strategize. So we're making it.
Hey, we on the move. We on the move.
I like that. Mobilize and strategize. Hey, that may be what. Hey, that's that, because that is what's going on. We are strategizing. This here is a strategy.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? If you're doing something, try to switch things up sometimes. You know what I mean? Keep the format of what you're doing the same so that it still got the system, but change up scenery. See how that does. Absolutely. We're trying to bring you guys things that'll bring you into the conversation. I felt like where we were sitting may have been a little cold. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, I love the shit that LeBron and them are doing in the barbershop.
Yeah.
Like, who don't know what the talk is like in the barbershop?
Yeah, for sure. That's what be happening.
So I think it's live. So who don't know that combo when they just sitting in the truck or something like that with their homeboys and they just chopping it up?
Yeah.
Like, so that's what we doing. That's why we bringing this different vibe and shit like that. Cause we just chopping it up, bro.
Speaking on the switch up, I don't know if you guys follow me. If you don't, follow me on IG, Process the Mail, MEL. But I've sent something out because I wanted to start doing something. I wanted to give back to the community, to the black entrepreneurs that are owning businesses. So I right now am wearing a sweater by Krys Label, Krys Label, Label. Go on IG, check out all of her stuff. She has a lot of active wear for women, some gear like this for guys, individuals like myself that want to go out with. Hey, but
it's live, bro.
I mean, the stuff is fire. So please go out, check out her page. The packaging is nice. It comes like a nice little bag. You can actually repurpose this and use it for other stuff.
Man, let me see that.
But you can see that. Yeah, take a look at that.
This shit is live.
But yeah, go check her out, man.
Like
She's
this is quality, but like I said,
very good quality. Like the tags that she has, everything is quality. But I want to show spotlight to her. If you go to her page, tell her that 1% Better Everyday Podcast sent you. Go to maybe one of her latest posts. Just say, hey, I checked you out. I heard you on 1% Better Everyday Podcast. I like what you're doing. Show her some love. The stuff is phenomenal. My wife wears it. But yeah, so she was a personal stylist by appointment only at Nordstrom, because we met each other at Nordstrom.
Okay.
I don't want to say she had any setbacks, but she had some other things she had to tackle in her life. And now that all that is complete, now she's working on herself and her own brand which is amazing. So I just want to shout her out. So every episode, I will be wearing something different from a black-owned business that you guys can go and support. But yeah, so that's another thing that changed. Obviously, we on the move today, but I want to support. Go check her out. Go support.
Bro, I like that, man. I like that. Yeah. I know, like, I don't know. I like that simplistic.
Yeah.
I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I like shirts that aren't too big. Like, I like them. They make a statement, and that's what they do. You know what I'm saying? It's like they make it, and that shit is clean, bro.
That shit fire.
Being trill.
But yeah, so
I like that.
So I know you have a very passionate viewpoint.
Yeah.
On the topic at hand, which is being humble.
Yeah, bro.
And just even using the word or telling you to be humble in any given situation.
Go
ahead, explain that. Explain how you feel about the word, why you feel the way you feel about it, and then we can talk about ours.
I think the word started like with a certain intent. You know what I'm saying? And then as time progressed, you started seeing that particular word used to like control or keep in place. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
It's like to do great things in life, bro, you got to be able to stand in front of everybody butt naked and say, this is what I'm going to do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You talk to a young Michael Jackson, like this little, like that motherfucker knew he was a star.
Right.
Have y'all ever watched like videos of like young Michael Jackson, like just being young Michael Jackson, bro? Like the motherfucker knew he was a star, dog.
Right.
And it's like, for certain people in life, we need to turn up, not turn down, my nigga.
Right.
And I feel like there's way more people that need more confidence than there are people that need to be turned down because they got too much. Because all you got to do is walk around and look at people, bro. People don't have confidence in themselves.
Right. So do you think like to be humble means that you don't turn up or you don't believe? Or?
No, I feel like what happens is other people that are on the outside of you, they experience you. And the experience of you is so overwhelming that you need to be humble. Like, how are you so sure of yourself in these situations? Now, you have some people that's obnoxious with it. Now, I'm not talking about those people. Yes, you need to shut the fuck up. Like, yeah, you're okay. You're not great. But, like, so I understand that element of it if you being obnoxious with the shit. But I give you a story. So I'm getting some rims put on one of the Corvettes, right? So I'm there, and I always used to go to this one spot in the hood because I used to fuck with the dude that was there. I knew him since college. So I always like to check in with him. And,
I think you told us this story about that one in one of the shows.
I did.
Yeah.
And the guy turned, like, he was just like, I told him, he was like, what are you gonna do? Like, cause I told him about LA and so I was like, man, I'm gonna be the biggest action star that ever lived.
Yeah.
And he was like, he let it ride, and then he was like, man, you know, make sure you be humble. Like, when you go,
right.
Like, it's like,
yeah, not the way. The way he tried to use, I feel you.
But that's what I'm saying though. Like, humble is a very tricky word.
Yeah, it's tricky.
Cause see, I can use the word humble and attack somebody that has a supreme amount of confidence and almost beat the confidence out of them.
Right.
Like going to a kid that's like sure of themselves, even if they fucking up. Just the fact that they sure of what they doing.
Right. Anytime be humble.
You know what I'm saying? That's why, like, think about like with math and shit like that. Mm-hmm. Like a kid, case in point, we were doing the stuff for my nonprofit for Shape Our Nation. Went to a school and I did an experiment just to see. I'm like, bro, I bet this shit work. So I called one of the little boys talking and shit when they sitting down and stuff like that. I'm like, he got a lot of confidence. I called him up there. I said, man, what's 8 times 8?
Yeah.
He was like, 19. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, and I was like, all right, man, you know what I mean? Set him down. And then I called somebody else up there that was like quiet, not really wanting to talk, called him up there. Boom. Asked them the exact same question. They get it right.
Right.
Teacher started clapping. And I just kept that in my mind. So after the thing was over with, I talked to those teachers. I said, why were y'all clapping for the little boy that got that shit wrong, but not for the little, clapping for the little boy that got the shit right, but not the one that got it wrong? She was like, because he gave you the right answer. I said, no, what answer was I looking for? I wasn't looking for no math answer.
Right.
I said, this little boy came up here with no problem in front of the whole school.
Right, yeah.
Didn't give a fuck. I asked him something. threw an answer out. I didn't take this motherfucker 19, nigga. 19, nigga. Like
tell me it ain't.
You know, tell me it ain't, bitch ass nigga.
He walked off.
19. Pretty much walked off.
Walked off.
Dropped the mic if he had one.
Yeah.
Got him.
The other little boy had to, come on, blue shirt, come on up here. He barely wanted to go up there. He gave the right answer. They clapped. I said, man, in life you got to think about it like this. The little boy that gave that right answer is going to be working for that motherfucker that came up here and gave the wrong answer. Yeah. I say the same way y'all are applauding somebody getting a math problem right, y'all need to applaud his confidence to just come up here. And he young. Bro, you like in first or second grade.
Yeah.
And
you
it's
be
all
worried about, that's kind of when you... Yeah.
Bro, you shot in the whole school is in there. The whole school.
Yeah.
Come on, bro. That's like freshman year jumping up in front of the
kids. Fire your ass up.
Bro, fire your ass up.
Yeah.
Fire your ass in front of everybody.
Yeah.
He had no problem. Rand came down night, nigga. 19. It was just like doing his little cheese, nigga. Like,
Right, dabbed on you, huh?
bro, you know I gave him a toy, like, cause I'm giving him stuff.
Yeah.
So I gave him both toys, but it's just a teacher clap for the one that got it right, not the one that got it. I'm like, y'all don't understand this game, bro. And that's why I say, if that little boy that was turned up like that hears the word humble too much, it will break him.
Yeah, he won't even get out there no more.
Whereas,
he'll be afraid to be wrong.
Whereas he could be exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Humble is being used and it's making people people feel like when I get money, I've got to do certain things for this area. No, bro. First, you got to make sure you gonna always have money.
Right.
Cause a motherfucker get bread, they like, I gotta go and just give it away to my niggas. Like, my nigga.
Right.
You gotta first of all make bread. Second of all, figure a way to sustain bread. Cause if you are a rapper, like if you something that's hot and is based on what other people think.
Yeah, people are fickle like that. So,
bro, so it can get beat out of you, bro. So that's why I'm saying, like, I want to talk about it and get y'all's thoughts. Cause it's a tricky ass word.
I think it is a tricky word. I understand completely where you're coming from and the way that you explain it, and I definitely get it. I will say I don't have the emotional attachment to the word the way that you have it. Like when I hear it, I don't automatically think that. But the way you explain it, I can understand it. Like for me, because it's a funny word. But at any time when I heard the word, or if anybody ever told me, which I cannot recall, someone's telling me be humble about something, I never thought of it as dim my light or don't have as much confidence as you had. Like when I hear it, I never thought of it that way. It's always been, hey, understand that you're in this position, but it might not have been 100% off of everything that you did.
Right.
You might have went on the backs of somebody else that got you to that position. And be humble was almost more of me hearing it, acknowledge where you came from, acknowledge some of the steps that it took to get there, acknowledge that, you may be, not that this is me, but you may be a professional athlete, but don't forget about that coach that maybe had to pay for your gear one year when you was a little league. Don't forget about your mom who had to run back and forth to all your AAU games. Like, be humble is more, for me, more of like acknowledge that you just didn't do it by yourself. Right. Not so much dim it down. It's like, hey, still turn up, but it's like, don't forget. It's almost a don't forget.
But I think that's
for me when I hear it.
Because when I think about, let's just take into consideration the black athlete. I think that mindset that you just said, I like it, but that's also what leads to niggas taking care of 50 people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think I just.
What you talking about, like being humble, like.
You know what I'm saying? Like, because it is the sense of don't forget where you came from. You know what I'm saying? And because of that, you got motherfuckers, like, I know people personally, bro, that have been taking care of about like 25, 30 people at one time. I'm talking about rent, talking about, like, you know what I mean? And it's like,
as a black athlete that made it,
of course,
from a bad situation,
could take care of 30 people. Nigga, a nigga that made it, bro. A nigga that we're not gonna say names on here, but a nigga that, hey, listen, I say the name, you like, oh, that's my love the way. Yeah. So it's like, bruh, listen, I agree with what you're saying about the not forget where you came, but I'm saying that what people are using it. It's like the Gruff's knife. I got a plug, right? The Gruff, my Gruff's knives the knives just came in, man. You know what I'm saying? Bulky, got a little weight to them. You know what I'm saying? You're going to be seeing these in the future for real. But with the knife, like, a knife can be used to carve wood, but it can also be used to stab somebody. It's just based on who's using it. You know what I'm saying? Same thing with a gun or any fucking thing else. I could run over somebody in this, and this could be used to do so. Whatever the person's intent that's wielding it at the time is what that word is going to be used for.
Yeah.
And I'm just saying, I've seen niggas personally give you that humble shit.
Yeah.
Because people they want to bring your light down slightly so that you will still fuck with them on some shit. Like, I've seen motherfuckers that I'll come to an event and they may want some bread. And they always make sure, no matter how big we get, we remember where we come from. No matter how much TV we may do. I'm like, nigga, I know you. I'm the only nigga been on TV here.
Right.
Like,
I'm trying to make sure you stay connected.
You understand?
Okay, I know. Now, when you saying it like that, nah, I'm seeing what you're saying. Like, people will.
Right, like, when
if you're telling somebody to be humble, then you trying to maintain a connection because you feel like they elevating past the point where you could hold on.
That makes
so
sense.
You understand what I'm saying? So that's why I was telling you. What, you trying to close it?
I'm trying to turn the light on. Good.
You can't see you?
Your black ass nigga about to get dark. You know how we are.
Who? Oh, it's dark? What time is it?
No, we good. You keep going.
Okay. But yeah, bro, like, and I was you will only, like, it's like when, man, I ain't gonna say regular people, but like, if you haven't started experiencing that, like, where your life is starting to change and or your mindset is moving in that direction, you will start to see people just saying that shit randomly, like, because you gotta understand, once you make it up in your mind that you're gonna be successul, bro, you a bullet train going down the fucking tracks, my nigga.
That's a
Can't nobody hold
That's
you.
a fact.
It's so hard, like,
fact.
your mind. That's why motherfuckers be. If you didn't pick the right female or the right nigga to fuck with, when your shit start going, you gonna constantly argue and you ain't gonna know why.
But
you're not gonna know why.
Yeah.
I think when you're saying, like, when somebody's saying be humble, I feel you, like, in that context, like, nobody ever said, like, be humble, but I think humility is, like, can be accentuated in greatness. Like, if you in greatness, but you have humility. I try
to practice humility when I'm talking. That's why I don't, if you give me a compliment, I'm just gonna bounce it back to you. If you say, man, God, your arms looking good. Nah, man, I wish my arms look like yours, big dog.
Yeah.
I'ma always bounce it.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is that when people, you know, make sure you stay humble, Bro, I've seen coaches do that for players that they knew were good.
Right.
And they just wanted them to always know that they needed them to produce on the field.
Right. So do you think, like, okay, like, I think if you got, like, would you say, like, a player like Deion Sanders would be, like, a cocky type person? Would he be, like, somebody, you know what I'm saying? Would you think people would have told him, hey, man, you need to be humble? But
I'm sure people tried.
Okay, so
sure they tried with him.
Deion
I think honestly, he was so great though. But he was so great. So even with that, to me, like, if you are somebody who consider, like, super arrogant, but you could back that shit up,
right,
then cool. But then if you're like a Johnny Manziel, like a Johnny Manziel who had that shit, but see, if he would have been humble or had some more humility to him, he could have still been doing it. He wouldn't have to come back. But he could have at least been a backup.
But think about it. Maybe not. When he became Johnny Football, like, that nigga had something going on that was beyond football, bro.
But he microwave. But you kind of microwaved himself though. Because when you
I'm not saying.
I'm just saying when you had that attitude, you putting yourself out there all the time.
Yeah.
So you're not gonna have the benefit of the doubt. If you're always talking that shit, and you're always like, I'm that nigga. Anytime you slip, you're gonna get the whole negatives, and nobody's gonna be like, well, that nigga, he just having a bad streak, so I'm gonna look out. It's gonna be like, nah.
Right.
You that nigga.
No.
So no.
And the thing is that if you choose to stand on that, you just gotta know, like a Deion.
Yeah.
Bro, Deion always stood on that. I'm shutting this whole side of the field down, nigga. I don't give a fuck what you talking about.
Throw
that bitch over here to your detriment, nigga.
Deion was my favorite player.
Like, but the thing is that, like, I don't have a problem with nobody saying be humble.
Right.
I don't have a problem with practicing humility, because I do it all the time.
Right.
But what I'm saying is that when they take that word that's supposed to be such a, you know what I mean, such a positive word, such a good word, and they twist that motherfucker and manipulate it and make it to where it's now something to hold you back, I'm just telling people, be leery of that.
So, what situation have you heard someone say that to you where you accepted it and it was cool? Because just like when you was getting your tires done, in that situation, it wasn't cool. Like, you had to go back like, what you mean by that?
Right.
So what was the situation where you heard somebody say, be humble?
I feel like, say for instance, I'm talking to just say like Master P, right?
Okay.
And we talking, he throwing them jewels out there. I'm picking them bitches up. Because, I mean, the nigga, everything even when he don't know, he dropping the jewel. The nigga dropping them.
Yeah.
So I got the bucket, nigga. I'm what manufacturer. So I feel like he like, man, you know what I mean? Just keep your head, nigga, man. Hey, stay humble, keep these like. I'm rolling with that all day. Because it's a flow of it. But if I'm talking and he just internalizing what I'm saying, and he's like, man, you know what I mean? Be humble. Like, just make sure you're humble.
So it's definitely all situational on how it's presented. What's the context of the conversation?
Just like this knife.
Makes sense.
Just like I can carve a piece of wood with this motherfucker, or I can go on a goddamn Jason Voorhees motherfucking killing spree down the street.
Yeah.
It's all based on who's wielding the fucking weapon at the time. When certain people got that, I'm telling you, bro, I've seen it. I know y'all have too, especially if it's athletes looking at this. You've seen coaches tell certain people that just to make sure, like, hey, have y'all ever seen that 30 for 30, the best that never was?
Nah. They got some. I mean, I've seen a bunch of 30 for 30s. I don't think I've seen that one. Who was in that one?
Okay, it's about a running back from Philadelphia, Mississippi.
No, I didn't see that one.
Called Mark, and his name is Marcus Dupree.
No, I heard Dupree.
Marcus Dupree. This motherfucker went to Oklahoma, right, with Barry Switzer there. And was so good, he started his freshman year at running back. You know, that's not, I mean, at a school that big. Like, you talking about, that's Adrian Peterson type status.
That's a big
started freshman. I'm talking about right out the gate. Not, he red-shirted and he... No. Like, high school last year, starting running back at Oklahoma this year.
Yeah.
The coach kept having other coaches needle at him and shit like that just because he said, admittedly in the interviews, like, as soon as he stepped on campus, and we had that first day of practice, we knew he was the best person on our team. But he said, but we didn't want him to know that. But we didn't want him to know that. So it's like, yes, I get it, because you want somebody to have a certain work ethic. But bro, they rode him to the point where he did an interview. I think they had lost the game to somebody. This nigga had like 250 yards on the floor. Coach was like, yeah, well, you know what I mean? Marcus got tired at the end of the thing there, you know. And it was just like, what?
Yeah.
What?
They went too hard with it. They went way too hard.
But that's an example of somebody using what they would tell you is humility.
Yeah, but they just trying to
exactly.
They was trying to keep a chip on his shoulder, but they went to the extreme, as I'm hearing it.
But I ain't gonna lie, like, it kind of depend on the nigga mind state too. If you like let something like that, I'd be like, nigga, I'm holding my nuts now. I got 250, so if that ain't enough, you say I got tired, then.
But you gotta understand though, bro. This is somebody who was highly recruited. Yeah. So as somebody that's recruited, when you get there, you really think these people fuck with you like that. Yeah. So he looking like if you.
But you gotta have some confidence, like but you been that nigga though. Like when you a number
one
but you been here for like 3-4 years at least.
Positive affirmation.
Yeah, exactly.
You gotta have it.
This nigga's a freshman.
Yeah.
He's a freshman.
Not to mention, what year was this?
Seasoned.
What year was this?
This is the 80s.
So this was like.
This is the 80s.
I don't know, but I don't know how many black people was at that school at that time.
But that's
so
what.
Now you the only black guy
But
there.
see, that's what I'm saying, because they had racial undertones to it and shit like that.
So
because they was like, damn. They was like, damn, my nigga, like. That nigga Brian Bosworth, the Bos went here. And you let that nigga do whatever the okay. You're using this humility shit and humble shit to try to keep a rein on the motherfucker.
Gotcha.
Keep the reins on the motherfucker ass. Like, okay. That's why I say, man, I wanted to talk about that word just to get y'all's thought process on it, because I've heard that word to support and I've heard that word to suppress. See, I've heard both.
Even as you explained it and I'm hearing it and I'm taking in these stories, I still don't have the same emotion when I hear it. Because maybe just because growing up, I never heard it that way, and it's never been used to suppress me in a way that I took it that way growing up.
Right.
So even as an adult, like, somebody can say that, you're not gonna nobody can turn down my life in any situation now.
I get
But
what you're saying.
I can hear for like the younger and my babies and my nieces and nephews, like for them that's still impressionable and they need that positive affirmation in a lot of different scenarios. For them to be conscious about that, I agree and I hear that.
Let me ask you a question. I want a real answer.
Yeah, absolutely.
So you come out of college, you get your 9-to-5 job.
Mm-hmm.
When did you realize that you needed to be more than what you were at the time currently? When did you figure out, how many years ago was it when you figured out, I need to be more than what I am right now? I need to put more work into me as this, because right now I don't feel like I'm everything I could be. How many years ago was that?
I would say call it 8 to 10. 35 now, so about 36, 37 maybe. I mean 20, 26, 27.
Okay, so 10 years, just say 10 years ago to make the math simple.
Okay.
If your thought of yourself would have never been, I'm telling you, you may not even know people did it.
May
bro.
not.
You know, it's this.
Like,
it's,
really,
that's
may
what I'm
not.
saying. It's one of them slick things that people just chip away at your shit, and then by the time you're an adult, you get to 25, and then it's like, no, like I need to do more. Why weren't you already doing more?
Right.
Yeah.
The reason I'm just saying, the reason you probably weren't doing more is because if you were to say everything that you were going to be out to a group of people, there would not be all positive responses back to you. Mm-hmm. That's why you probably didn't start that journey. That's why it probably didn't continue from when you were born. Because you know when we little, we think we the shit, nigga. Yeah. I thought I could fly. I thought I'm the fastest nigga in the world. The Flash will get into the race tomorrow, nigga. Right. If he show up to Mo City. Like, so there comes a time. But then life, and you start to see, okay, I'm not the fastest person. I'm not this. So it starts chopping away. So I'm saying, like, for motherfuckers that didn't necessarily chase, like, the dreams you chasing now, like, I think it was because
don't you think dreams changed, though? Like,
no.
I'm not crave at 6, you ain't gonna want it 36.
No. But I don't mean a specific dreams. Like, I don't mean like, oh, I'm gonna be Asher, because I was gonna, nigga, till I was 12, I said I was gonna be a Ghostbuster. Like,
right.
And that was real. I used to
but I know what you're saying, but like,
but I mean,
humility can be used to correct and sharpen you.
It
could also make you more aware of, like, okay, like, even in your situation, like, you was like, okay, well, shit, I'm doing the football shit, but I'm not gonna be able to control these situations. So it took humility for you to be like, you know what, I'm gonna have to step back from something I thought I was going to do for sure and make a path to where I can have more control. You know what I'm saying?
But remember, that was self-imposed though. Yeah,
but it was still humility within yourself, though.
I'm saying I agree with humility.
You know
I agree with.
I agree from the outside. Somebody be like, you know what, Shondo? Maybe you should try to fight or something.
Yeah, I wouldn't have taken.
But
I wouldn't have taken no offense to that.
But would you have taken it the same way as if you would have came up with it yourself? Or would you be like, you know what? Or you'd have been like, what made you think that? Like,
both of them would have been dope. Like my thing is that whatever that's you're pushing me to do more. If you say this may not be,
because you offer the solution and just stand
exactly. But if you just be like, man, you may as well be a PE teacher. Then it's like, nigga, what? Like you see what I'm saying? Like it's that type of shit. Like if you gonna get me off of that, it's like if a nigga used to play, they get their knee toe to shreds and all that shit. Be like, bro, you were an All-American. You could probably coach and get some of the same satisfaction you got from being on the field. Right. Now you've given this nigga hope while he rehabbing this shit that may not ever be right again.
Right, I see what you're saying. Like, if you're using that be humble as like to like dim a person, but you could, it's almost like when people give criticism, but they not like if a person giving a complaint, but they don't give a solution, or if you give a critique, but you don't give like an alternative. You know what I'm saying? Exactly, like if you don't try to help, you be like, man, that shit was whack, and you just sit there. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like so be humble, and you just sit there.
Exactly. Like, and that's what my man gave me. When I was at the tire spot, he's like, man, just make sure you be, and it was the energy. I'm
energy. Like, what you mean? Then?
I'm an energy motherfucker, bro. Your energy can't fool me. It can't fool me. I got it. I pick it up. I pick up the energy. I know it,
too. Bro. You know that. God, dog. The one thing that as we having this conversation that was, I would say, detrimental to me growing up, was the word potential. and people telling me how much potential I had.
Yeah.
That
potential mean you ain't done shit yet.
It does, but for me, it did.
Make
It didn't do me a lot of good as much as
because
it should have.
It kept filling you up with something,
Yeah.
but it was no action items to fulfill the potential they were saying you had.
You got the benefit.
I already know
That shit fucked me up.
That's why I just told you, if you had a moment at 25 where you figured, nigga, the moment when Simba was walking, nigga, and the clouds opened up and he was like, you are more than what you have become.
You're chilling, right?
Like you're not you not everything you supposed to be.
Yeah.
And there's a moment that happens for motherfuckers. For me,
that's exactly what it was.
That never happened because I kept that same energy from the time I never knew how I was gonna manifest. I didn't know none of that shit. It was like Ghostbuster, quarterback. It just went. So I've seen people that may have been less attached to wanting to go hard for their shit fall victim to people saying that humble shit, bro. I've seen girls not go to school because they've said what school they was gonna go to, said how they was gonna turn up, and like they aunties was like kind of knocking them at the barbecue. I'm like, why you like this girl? Like, why would you knock her?
Right.
Why would you knock her?
Because they don't want to see you do something that they can't do.
You see what I'm saying? It fucks, bro. It fucks with people. Like, think about it. When you watch a motherfucker that's just supremely confident, like, that shit, it pulls you, dog. Like, when I see a motherfucker just be on some, like, when I see, little kids, they, like, go stand in front of a bunch of people and just, like, perform some shit. It'd be like, like, God. Like, that's why I say that shit with Michael Jackson. Like, if you watch videos, this nigga was, like, 5, like, he was this nigga look like Webster, nigga.
He was ready.
Out there just,
he was
like,
ready to go.
He was the star of the group. He had brothers in that bitch that was 5, 6 years older.
Yeah.
So
that though. They ain't had that glow.
Bro, that's what I'm saying. Like, you just, man, I think it's so many people that's capable of great things, but that, I'm telling you, I think that word in this day and age, I think it's doing more harm than good. I think people don't need to turn down more. I think they need to turn up. They've been giving us humble. They've been telling these athletes, they've been telling all these motherfuckers to be humble. How come most of these niggas end up with less bread than they go in with?
Yeah. I think that's shifting though, like, especially with like the
definitely
democratization of like with the platforms and how you get attention. You ain't gotta like you saying as much gatekeepers and stuff like Clubhouse and
the
Instagram.
barrier of entry is a lot lower.
Like you making your own brand. You have your own voice. So people are like, you know what? I ain't got to just follow the status quo. I ain't got to just follow.
I don't want to cut you off. I just don't want to forget the point. That brings up, like, think about like LeVar Ball.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Remember how LeVar Ball was talking and people were like, man, this motherfucker crazy. Like, I don't think people understand to break through that noise what you gotta be. The first motherfucker that does anything. See, when we think about successful families or successful bloodlines, like, you're usually thinking of the second or third motherfucker. You ain't really heard that story of that first motherfucker. Right. They know John F. Kennedy and all them motherfuckers, but they don't know about William P. Kennedy, though. Yeah. They don't know what this nigga had to do to make that shit happen. Big boy type shit. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. See, we know of Henry VIII, the motherfucker that beheaded the wives and had the kids with mother. We know about that, but you don't know about his daddy Henry VII, nigga. And how this nigga forged documentation that he was a royal blood, nigga. Came to the shore and just fought the king that was there.
Yeah. Just fought him.
If you lose, you die. Like, think about this, my nigga. If you be like, hey, bro, I need to go in this store. I'm going to get this this drink that they got in that hoe. And I'm going to die. Hey, either I'm going to get this drink or die. You like, nigga, that's a lot to put on getting that drink, nigga. Yeah. That's like, it ain't no such thing as, hey, I fucked up, my bad, bro. I ain't mean to attack y'all niggas. I'm just going to go.
Man, I was just playing. I was just seeing if you was ready for
like,
war.
What type of mentality does it take? It ain't nothing humble or held back about that mentality to say, I'm finna go over here where this nigga already rules this motherfucker. Yeah. Forge papers and say, I'm the rightful king of this bitch and fight this nigga. If I lose, I'm dead. Everybody with me's dead.
Yeah, we gone. We out.
Come on, bro. I'm just saying, I look at what's going on in the landscape of things and I'm just like, man, I think niggas need more confidence, not less. And I've seen that word humble be used to like chip away at the confidence a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, bro. Like, I saw Lauren. Have you seen Lauryn Hill on Apollo when she get booed?
No,
bro. Just like that. That's the type of shit I like watching, bro. Neo was on there, got booed.
I think I seen the
You
Neo
seen
one.
that? He was like in a group.
I didn't see the Lauryn Hill one. Though.
These are stars. Like, I'm just
Legit stars.
like that moment right there. That shit. Now that probably did something for her because she probably was able to take it and turn it into a teachable moment.
Right.
But like, dog, like
Yeah,
I'm talking about,
fuel.
they booed her, bro. Like Lauryn Hill's got one of the most majestic voice. Like when she come on, it ain't mistaken with nobody. Nobody, but they booed her motherfucking ass on the power. And she was a kid. You know, if you come out there and don't see nothing about Jesus, nigga, you running a risk.
Yeah.
If you not finna come out there and be like, nigga, cause it's it's on. Like if you ain't coming out there on some shit like that,
like old boy coming out the bushes.
You gonna get cooked. Stop
Stop
singing, young brother. Hey,
should have flipped to the Lord.
Hey, nigga. Hey, my nigga was here to tell me about the power, nigga.
I come to tell you.
So I'm just saying, bro. That's what I think about that. I think that word is just.
I do agree.
I understand what y'all niggas saying.
We do need to have a little more confidence. We need to turn up a lot more. I think it is shifting. To CJ's point, I think things are shifting, and especially with this new year coming in. I think there's going to be a lot more people more empowered. They turning up a lot more. They're not turning down. And they just owning the space that they in right now.
You know what's crazy, dog? And I don't want to be that nigga, dog. I am, bro. Because you hear motherfuckers talking about what they finna do for 2021.
Yep.
And it's like, time is not real, my nigga. You mean to tell me there's gonna be something different next week than what's going on right now?
Right. Nope.
So while I understand the logic behind why niggas want to say whatever 2021,
I'm so glad you said that.
It's like, nigga, it's just gonna be a continuation of what's like what's happening. Like my nigga, if you're gonna make a change, that shit don't need to be attached to no year. It need to be, I'm finna just make this change. People be like, 2021 about to be the year, nigga.
The funny reason we say that, like, I agree 1,000% with what you're saying. 2021 and these years are just milestones and check marks that I can put in different sections. But what's funny is, my wife was like, at the end of the year, was like, you gonna do a New Year's resolution? I'm like, no. I said, don't get me wrong, I'm gonna put some goals together and things that I need to make happen, but I'm not gonna say a New Year's resolution, because that's, to your point, it's not real. Like, everything that we've been building on together, everything we've been building separately as individuals is going to be a continuation. So when I say 2020 has been so dope, 2020 was so dope, and it's going to be a continuation on to 2021, because I can look back onto this videos and say, okay, this was 2021, this was 2023, whatever year we're going to be in, and say, okay, I remember where we were at, what we were doing when this happened, and what we had going on in our lives. But don't mistake that for, not saying that you are, but don't mistake what I'm saying like, okay, now it's a new year. I'm about to change something that I haven't been doing already. Or like most people, I know you went to fitness a lot, CJ, or we all are anyway, but a lot of people are, man, I'm gonna start eating healthy on Monday.
Right. Yeah.
Bro, start eating healthy on a Friday. Start eating healthy on a Tuesday.
Right,
why you waiting on this? So I look at it the exact same way. Like, yo, start the LL. We talk so much about LLCs, but business credit, start it now. There's why put off something till tomorrow when you could do it today? If you could do it today, do it today.
I'm gonna break something down, and I don't think that we're thinking about this enough. Time is not real. I'm sorry to tell you that, but it's not. Time is something that's only used for reference. We only have 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, so that you understand what I'm talking about.
Right.
Okay?
So I know if it's send me to be at 2 o'clock, nigga, be there.
It's only made for reference. That's it. Time itself is not real. We're living in a continuation of right nows. Right. Period. A continuation of right nows. When y'all get into the thought process of, that's when somebody thinks time is real, that's why they would think that the years are blocks that can be removed and shit like that. Yeah. Like this lockdown, all that shit is gonna end when it ends.
Right.
And it may be
leave it at 2020. We're
right.
No, we're not.
Because we're gonna be in 2021. Right. So it's like if shit is still not operating as normal in January 2021, like
not a whole year fucked up.
Right. Like what are you talking?
That's what I hate about this.
It just sets you up for
man, here we go again.
It sets you up for the fuck me job, dog. Because you thinking about stuff purely in the aspect of blocks. Like this time is not. It's a continuation of right nows. Like I've had the privilege to be around a lot of people that have done different things for themselves in life, and their idea of time is just so fucking different. For people that are doing what they don't like to do, time is blocks to them.
You think about that next segment.
Exactly, like what's the next time? And what that does is that sets up your life in blocks, but it don't work that way because it limits you from having fluidity. Yeah. It's like when somebody call me and say, hey, can you do this? Yep.
Right.
Like I'll think about how to really schedule it later, but I'm gonna let you know right away. I'm interested in that.
Yeah.
I want to do that.
Let's go. Let's do it.
But you blocked up. You're like, oh well.
Because you start thinking about this week.
I have to move a block to get a
bro.
Block.
Like you gotta just understand. Life is rolling, bro. It's rolling. It's rolling. The first clocks that you saw was everything. Bro, I love circles. Circles don't have any size. If I take a circle and just roll, it's gonna roll. It's nothing binding it up. If you a square, blam. Blunt, like you gonna hit you. If you got sides, you gonna get blocked up, bro. Yeah. You gotta be fluid. You gotta just roll, my nigga. And when people be like, 2021 is gonna be whatever, you like, well, bro, you know, like
2020 was supposed to be your year though.
Like, what are you talking about? Like, you know what I'm saying? So like, no, my nigga, like today, what we doing today?
I agree.
What we doing today?
I agree. So just like when we started the podcast 12, 13 weeks ago, it was, hey, you want to do it? Yes. Let's be here next week. We started.
Niggas executed, bro. I'm trying to tell you.
Just do it now, right now.
I've had times where I wanted to do this, just like y'all had to. Like I wanted to get other people. Like, man, bro, we need to do a podcast. Like I would just tell motherfuckers, and it was just always scheduling. It was like, man, you niggas ain't that. Like, what, bruh? Like, let's make this shit happen.
Yeah,
you make time for things you want to make time for.
My nigga,
definitely sit on the phone for an hour with
a
chick.
Texting back and forth.
Oh my god, like let's get it going, bro. Yeah. And then when it's all said and done, you'll be mad at somebody else as if you didn't have the opportunity or the opportunity wasn't afforded to you.
Yeah,
it's like, bro, there is no. Like we talk about with the LLCs, my nigga, there's nobody stopping you from getting it. There's nobody stopping you from getting the trademark. There's nobody stopping you. There's nobody stopping you from saying like, hey, bro, like instead of fucking this off at the club, like, let me just get this LLC.
Right.
That may be one weekend of going out for you, but if you talk to these niggas, it's woe is me.
Yeah, and I gotta go Steak 48.
And you just be like, my nigga, what do you...
Steak 48, let me get my Instagram picture.
Right, exactly.
Be at Mastro's pulling up.
Come on,
man.
Paying a valet $20. That's your domain.
To look like... That's your domain.
Valet. You valet your domain.
You done valet your domain.
Goddamn.
You know what I'm saying? You done drank your LLC.
Yeah.
You didn't drink it. All this bullshit you watching around here to try to pass this shit out to these hoes that's gonna get taken by a nigga who do got it.
Right.
Bro, that may be one of the funniest things ever to me.
So
bro.
Like that's funny though. You say that like, so chick was at the chick said, yeah, I was at a date. Nigga took her to Steak 48. She like, cool. Called me and pulled up though. And she like, nigga, you ain't never took me to know shit like you exactly. I'm like, that nigga gotta qualify because because he's like you were saying, he blocked off in his mind, like, okay, to get the girl, I have to take her on a date. I got to do this and that. I'm like, no, okay, so that's what you got to do. He had to do that. I was like, me, I was like, nah, you pulling up? Like, yeah, okay, pull it up. Thank you for feeding her, bruh. She ain't hungry when she got here, so I keep all my snacks and shit to myself. I got my beef jerky and I'm a bottle of water. Thank you.
She went hungry when she got
here. She brought me to go plate, nigga. That lobster smacks good, nigga.
That lobster mac and cheese.
That nigga say, yes, the Slim Jims.
The Slim Jims. You know, you eat beef jerky? I'm like, damn, man, why you gonna start liking beef jerky?
Goddamn, Slim Jim jalapeno finish. Nigga, them hoes safe in a bit. But yeah, bro, like niggas is looking like crash dummies out here, bro. By falling into the mindset of like what the world is presented to them. Yeah. I like motherfuckers who think about the world as they presented it to themselves, nigga. Yeah. The world is what the fuck I say it is. Yeah. Like it's not just a block. Like 2021. Like you really think like nigga, my nigga, like the turn of the year stops all like.
Now
Everything's erased.
It's cut off like at midnight. Like I made it. Okay, here we go. 2021.
Here
we go. Ooh.
That's the Matrix in front of your face, my nigga. If I've ever seen it, the fact that a nigga think in their brain that the 31st, 11:59.
Hey.
What the fuck?
I feel the same as I did a minute ago.
Nah, they gonna be a whole new person.
Whole new person.
I'm not gonna think
Hey,
like that no more.
what's the shit the bitches say? New year, new me.
Yeah.
Hey, ain't no new you, nigga.
Everybody putting their goals up. My goals for 21. I'm gonna get married, have babies, get a house.
You
get
need
my
to worry
credit
about.
straight.
You need to worry about right now. That's what you need to worry about. You need to worry about right motherfucking now. You don't need to be talking. You need to worry about right now, and that's the problem. Motherfuckers is their minds are thinking in blocks. You know what I'm saying? Like, and because they're thinking in blocks, bro. How many blocks can a year have? And then they look up at another quote unquote year on their scale of what a year has passed.
Yeah. Okay,
now, I want to wait till
2022 because it got 3 2s and that's the lucky number that go with the rabbit foot. So it's 2. It's 222.
You know they gonna have some. You know they gonna have some.
Yeah, it's 2
You know they gonna have some.
Me too. Yeah, okay, nigga. This is gonna be the 444. No, the 444. Okay, all right.
You got niggas waiting for some shit to double up.
This year. It's the 444.
They like, nigga, yes, we gonna double this hoe up, nigga.
Yeah.
2022, 2033, 2044. Them hoes
it's the
going.
444. That's my lucky number.
Them the years, nigga. Come on, man. Get going right now, man. Get going right the fuck now.
Right now.
Right the fuck now, bro. Like, and that's where that fucking word, bro. That's where that humble. That's where it comes in at, dog. Because people need to think more of themselves and not less of themselves. And the way I've seen the word used, just being honest with you, I've seen it more in the capacity to turn niggas down instead of turning them up. You know what I'm saying? And it's one of them things that I noticed, and I just wanted to throw it out there because whenever I'm thinking something, I like just throwing it out and seeing what other, because I respect your perspectives on it. You know what I'm saying? I respect that shit, and I respect what you saying as far as like, but can it be used to do? Yeah, you absolutely right. It can be used to keep you on that path for success. But the person that's telling it to you has to be wanting you to
they gotta be coming at you with that instead of being like, you need to be humble.
Right. Because if they telling you that, if they telling you for a certain reason, like motherfuckers who may have a girl who hate the fact that when they are working on whatever business they trying to form, that they may not be paying attention to her. And she barking at him, talking about pay attention to me, pay attention, pay attention. Meanwhile, her motherfucking MCM is Idris Elba, who if he was in the presence of a bitch may pay attention to her for 2 seconds if he ever hung out with your bitch. Yeah. So I'm just saying, like, my nigga, hey fellas, and I say fellas more than anybody, bro, because that's what when I wanted to do this, I wanted to empower us first, to be honest. And if you fuck with it, you fuck with it. But first, I wanted, if I was looking at this, I would want something that would have me charged up for the next day.
Yeah, ready to go, ready to take action.
So, anyway, man, that was just one of those things, man. It's a new location, or
chopping it up.
What you say?
What
you say? Strategize and mobilize. That's what we doing, man. We just went and got a smoothie from Smoothie King. You know what I'm saying? So we just gonna be on here. We'll get something different every time, and we'll just partake of it as we chop game. If you can get something from it, cool. If you think that it's something that you want us to talk about, man, hey, comment, like, share, all that shit. But throw a comment up there.
Absolutely. Let us know what you think. Yeah. Definitely comment. Let us know what you think.
Facts.
I want to know. I want to talk about it.
I mean, unless you got some stupid shit, then you keep that dumb shit.
Yeah, you got some dumb shit, bro.
I was thinking, like, if humility was...
This shit your dumb ass up.
Well, you know, the dictionary term of humility...
We may fire your ass up. Hey, the first 10 minutes of the next episode may be dedicated to fire your ass up.
Webster's dictionary.
So...
Thesaurus.
If you gonna put... Hey, look, everything is welcome, because... What we say... What we say?
Hate make the algorithm go.
Hate make the algorithm go. So whatever you want to say, I don't give a damn.
Say,
I don't give a damn. But if you really want us to talk about something, put something on there. Because I mean,
let us know.
We want to talk about it because you may have something that we didn't even think about.
Right.
That's a fact.
Just like when we talked about Humble, they thought about Humble in a certain way, and I just wanted to hit it from another angle to see if maybe you've experienced that before when you were, you know what I'm saying, doing something well, and somebody just came and kind of chopped you at the knees and was like, be humble. You're like, what the fuck they got to do it right now?
Yeah.
Right.
I need to be full of myself right now.
Yeah.
So anyway, you could have been anywhere in the world, man, but you here with us. Chopping game.
In the truck.
In the truck with your smoothie. Hopefully you got you a good smoothie.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, me? So which one did you have? I had the pineapple syrup.
Whatever this fruity thing CJ got.
Nigga, I'm trying to put it up with whatever this 45 thing that guy. He like, you two of them. I walk right through. That sound good.
Let me get that breeze.
That nigga say, let me get two of them. That nigga did lightweight piggyback off your order.
Yeah. I like nigga strawberry kiwi, nigga.
What did nigga
sound good?
What did nigga say, man?
Give me get the
I don't even know what's in this.
But I got a big ass cup.
Hey, but then the way he hit it though, he like,
I don't even know what's in this fruity ass shit. You know what I'm saying? But he heard the order, he like, well, that sound good.
Nigga CJ ordered this whole shit. Like, why nigga?
Yeah, they put it off on the nigga.
Why nigga throw a nigga right? You just saw a nigga throw a nigga under the bus. God, because he didn't want to say he had a strawberry kiwi.
Yeah, nigga, it wasn't good.
He didn't want to admit he had a fruity drink, man.
Well, I'm on fruity at that CJ.
God damn.
It was good.
I'm glad he ain't double back on my shit. If he'd have got the same shit I got, he'd be like, bro, what you got? Man, whatever little fruity shit you got, bro.
Shondo, I don't know what this old
shit is. This fruity ass shit, nigga shit damn near at the bottom. Nigga. That nigga enjoy. That nigga enjoy. Look at that nigga shit. That nigga killed that hoe.
I killed my shit.
That nigga enjoying that shit, man. You killed yours too?
I told you shit was
good.
Damn, I ain't gonna front. It was kiwi something.
Yeah, I did something.
Hey.
Kiwi strawberry, you know what I'm saying? Check it out.
Don't let Melly Mill piggyback off none of your orders, bro.
Yeah,
because if he get asked about it, he gonna fire your ass up, bro. I don't know. Little fruit pasta shit to stick out.
Pasteurized milk.
Yeah, pasteurized soy milk and shit. They got almond milk. Almond milk. God damn, nigga. Pistachio milk in this whole nigga. You know what I mean? Olive skin milk in this
olive skin milk.
God damn, with an olive squirt of aloe vera in that for your motherfucking
skin, yeah.
For your gut, nigga. To kill off the bad gut bacteria, believe it. Believe the good. You know that nigga be trying to tell you it'll kill off the bad,
but it gives the good shit.
How you know, nigga?
Yeah. It can kill all the bacteria.
I'm a nutritionist.
Bro, yeah. Now, let me see. Let's put that shit up here again, bro.
Oh, yeah.
What's the name of it again?
Check it out. Krys Label.
Man, bro. I like this. I ain't gonna lie. See, I love when people, like we were talking about with your candles, I love when people give you something that you can repurpose. Because I know you're going to be using this bag and just put shit in. And when you do it, you're going to be thinking of her brand.
Exactly.
That's live, bro.
And it's fire.
That's live. I like that black and white.
Check that out.
That's hard, bro. Hey, you could have been anywhere in the world, but you here with us. We appreciate that. This is the 1% Better Everyday podcast. It's your boy Shondo Blaze and my man
Melvin Johnson. Process the mail.
My name is CJ. CJ Winning. I'm not giving you my government, goddamn.
He not giving me the government.
My nigga say, my name is CJ Winning.
Yeah, CJ Winning.
I'm here for you.
Yeah.
Light-skinned niggas, you have a dog in the fight. I'm here. I'm here to argue on your behalf. Because if it ain't nobody in the conversation, fellas, I'm here for you. Light-skinned nigga comments, make sure you got him for him, man. If you want a certain point argued that you think that dark-skinned niggas ain't arguing on this podcast, send them through Butterscotch, man. We'll have them on here.
I got us, man.
Man, we gone, man. We'll holler at y'all next time.